Hello to everyone. Let's take a start with the paper Business Mathematics 2011 ICOM 1 FBISE or Federal Board of Intermediate and Secondary Education, Islamabad. And now we are going to start from the question number 1, which is about the MCQs. Question number 1 is the circle the correct option A, B, C and D. Each part carries 1 mark. First objective is what percent of 1350 is 27. Correct option is 2%. Simply divide 27 by 1350, multiply by 100, and answer is 2%. Second objective, that a company reduces the price of its rupees 20,000 computer by 7%. What is the new price? So it is the case of reduction in the price of the computer. So simply first of all calculate the 7% of 20,000. 20,000 multiplied by 0.07, and answer must be subtracted from the 20,000 price. So the correct option is 18600. Third MCQ is that in a certain college there are 240 girls and 360 boys. Total students or pupils are 240 plus 360, 600. What is the ratio of the number of girls to the number of pupils? Simply just reduce the ratio to 40 ratio 600, because total pupils are 600. So 240 ratio 600 reduced form is 2 ratio 5. 120 multiplied by 2 equals to 240, and 120 multiplied by 5 equals to 600. So the correct option is 2 ratio 5. Objective number 4 is if the ratio of teachers to student in a college is 1 to 18 and there are 360 students, how many teachers are there? So ratio is 1 to 18. 1 is for teachers and 18 is for students. So simply 360 divided by 18. There are 20 teachers are there in the school or college. The next MCQ is that at what rate would a sum of money double itself in 20 years? Rate of interest is missing, n is present. You can calculate it through simple interest formula. For example, if we assume that we obtain 500 interest and principal amount is 5,000, because if we add up 5,000 simple interest to principal amount, future value will be double, 10,000. So simple interest equals to PIN. Simple interest is 5,000, P is 10,000, I is missing, and N is 20. Just solve it mathematically and the answer will be 5%. The next objective is function of t equals to 1 by 15 is. Option A is constant function, option B linear, option C quadratic, and option D cubic. Correct answer is constant function, because there is no variable here. It is simply 1 by 15, so it is constant function. Objective number 7 is payments are made at the end of each payment interval for ordinary annuity. Second option is annuity due, simple interest, all of these. Correct option is ordinary annuity, because in ordinary annuity each payment or receipt should be made at the end of the time period. Which of the following is the graph of function mx plus c? So first option is correct. In graph of mx plus c, the line must be from first quadrant to third quadrant downward. So the correct option is option number 1. Objective number 9 is 6 times the number equals 49 minus the number is. So one thing which is very important that you should know or understand to make the equation through this statement, then you can surely easily calculate this. 6 times the number, what is the number which is missing, and what is missing should be represented by x. So 6 times the number, it means 6x equals 49 minus the number, it means 49 minus x. So equation will be 6x equals to 49 minus x. Just arrange the equation and calculate the x. Correct option will be 7. Last objective is that the number system used in computer is decimal, binary, octal, hexadecimal. Correct option is binary. After that, now we come to the part number 2 or section B, which contains 24 marks and question that attempt any 8 parts. The answer to each part should not exceed 3 to 4 lines, and so on so on. First question is that in a hotel 10 men stay for 16 days, cost rupees 8,000. How many days 15 men can stay with the amount of rupees 9750? So it is the case of proportion. So what are the variables? In a hotel 10 men stay for 16 days, cost rupees 8,000, how many days are missing? 15 men can stay with the amount of rupees 9750. So first step is to place the values below the variables, and you must take the variable which is missing either to the right or to the left. As you are seeing here that we are taking at the extreme right. So second step is to analyze the proportion with the missing variable, either directly proportional, inverse proportional. For example, if there are more men, the days, what is the relation with days? Or we can say that either these are directly proportional or inversely proportional. For example, if men's are increasing, then cost will also be increasing. Or second variable, cost, what is the relation of cost with the days? For example, if they stay more days, the cost will be increasing. So if men are increasing at the same cost, or you can say that you can take cost constant and men take variable. So if cost is constant and men are increasing, there should be less days to stay there. And if we take men constant and take cost variable, so now what is the relation between these two? If cost is increasing or days are increasing, cost will be increasing. So in case of men and days, there is inverse relation. So we just reverse these two values. So it will be 15/10. And in case of cost and days, there is direct relation or directly proportional. So values should be given same as these are given here. So 8000 divided by 9750 and 16 over x. Just simply multiply 15 8000 with x and 16 9750 and 10, and answer will be 13 days. Second question, that in a partnership A invested 8000, B invested 6000 and C invested 5000. There is a mistake. There is this digit 7 is not present in the question, so just skip this 7. So C invested rupees 5000. If their profits total rupees 12,000, how much did each receive if the profits were divided in the ratio of their investment? So first of all, reduce the ratio. You can use the simplified ratio form. For example, 1008 multiplied by 8 equals to 8000. 1000 multiplied by 6 equals to 6. 1000 multiplied by 6 equal to 6000. 1000 multiplied by 5 is equals to 5000. So reduced ratio form is 865. After that, you take the sum of these ratios. 865 equals to 19, and then divide this profit with 19 and take the one portion, and after that multiply by 8 is the profit of A, multiply by 6 is the profit of B, and multiply by 5 is the profit of C. Question number 3, that if 45% of number is 3000, what is the number? So it means that if 45% of number is 3000, so it means that this 3000 is the 45 equal parts of certain number. So if we have 1% and then we multiply that 1% with 100, we can achieve the 100% of the number. So simply 3000 divided by 45 multiplied by 100 equals to 6666.67. Question number 4 is that Mr. X wishes to save money to take a trip. If he deposits rupees 150 at the end of each month for 24 months in an investment that pays 12% compounded monthly, how much will he have on deposit? First of all, it is important to understand that what is the exact case, either simple interest, compound interest, or annuity. If there are multiple deposits, surely it is the case of annuity. So it is given in the question that Mr. X wishes to save money to take a trip if he deposits rupees 150 at the end of each month. So it is the case of annuity. At the end of each month, so it means that it is the case of ordinary annuity, because in ordinary annuity, deposits are made at the end of each period. So 24 months an investment that pays 12% compounded monthly. So what is the data? First of all, formula, future value is equals to R multiplied by 1 plus I raised to power n minus 1 divided by I. R represents the deposit, so 150 is R, n is 24, n is time period, interest is 12%, so compounded monthly. So 12 divided by 12 is equals to 1%, because 12% is annually. So we divide this 12% by 12 months, monthly interest rate is 1%. So when we take the fraction of this 1%, it is 0.01. Just simply put these values into the formula and we can take the future value, that is 4045.5. Question number 5 is very simple, that graph the linear function 3x plus 2y equals to 0. It is the first quadrant in which this line represents the x and this line represents the y. So 3x, so just place a dot here, 3x and plus 2y. Just place a dot here and draw a line. So it is the simply graphical representation of 3x plus 2y equals to 0. Question number 6 is find the value of x by solving the following equation. 2x plus 7 divided by 9 minus 4 equals to x minus 7 divided by 12. So when we solve this first part, it is equals to 2x minus 29. So after that, 2x minus 29 multiplied by 12 and x minus 7 multiplied by 9. It is the cross multiplication. So 2x minus 29 multiplied by 12 will produce 24x minus 348 equals to 9x minus 63. After that, just take the variable at the left side of the equation and constant at the right side of the equation. 24x minus 9x equals to minus 63. This minus 348, when it goes to the right side of the equation, it will become plus 348. So after solving this, the result is 15x equals to 285, and 15 is multiplying here, so when it goes to the other side of the equation, it will be divided by 285 divided by 15, and the answer is 19. Question number 7 is about the quadratic equation, which is 2x square minus 7x minus 19 equals to 0. Quadratic equation is given here, minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac under root divided by 2a, and in this equation 2 is a, b is minus 7 and c is minus 15. So after putting the values in the equation, you can get the answer. First answer with plus is equals to 5 and second answer with minus is equals to minus 3 by 2. Question number 8 is about the solve for x and y. There are two simultaneous equations. First is 3x plus 2y equals to 44 and second is 2x plus 4y equals to 56. So first of all, we must equalize one variable. We should eliminate one variable from this equation to get the value of other remaining variables. So if we multiply equation number 1 by 2 to eliminate y, we want to eliminate this y from this system of linear equations. So if we multiply first equation by 2, this 2y will become 4y, and after changing the sign we can eliminate this variable y. So when we multiply first equation with 2, it will become 6x plus 4y equals to 88, and after changing the sign of the whole equation, we eliminate this 4y and remaining will be 6x minus 2x equals to 4x. 88 minus 56 is equals to 32, and this 4 when it goes to the other side it will become 32 by 4. So x will be 32 by 4, which becomes 8, and put x equals to 8 in any equation to get y. After getting x, we just simply put that x into any equation, either first or second, we can get y. So we are taking here the second equation, 2x plus 4y equals to 56, and after putting the value x equals to 8 in the equation, we can get y, and y is 10. So x is 8 and y is 10. Question number 9 is about the binary question. For example, find 1101. This 2 means that it is representing the binary system. Plus 110 binary, and subtract them from 1111 binary. So first of all, we add up these two, 1101 and 110. So answer will be 10011, and after that we subtract this 1111 from 10011, and answer will be 00100. So answer is 100 binary. Find the transpose of the matrix. Transpose is just changing the position, either column to rows or rows to column. So we just replace this column and convert this into row. 347 into row and 262 into row. That is the transpose of this matrix. In question number 11, what is the number which when multiplied by 2 and added to 8 gives the same result as when it is divided by 2 and added to 32? So it is somehow same question which we discussed before. So what is the number? Number is missing here, so number should be x, which when multiplied by 2, which means the equation will be 2x, and added to 8. Now equation is extended little bit, so now equation will be 2x plus 8 gives the same result, which means equal. When it is divided by 2, x divided by 2 and added to 32. So after solving this equation, 2x minus x by 2, we take the variables on the left hand side and constant at the other side. So it will become 2x minus x by 2 is equals to 24. Multiply both equations by 2. For example, if we multiply both sides, these are not both equations, but it is simply one equation, but I want to say that when we multiply both sides by 2, it will become 2 multiplied by 2x minus 2 multiplied by x by 2 equals to 2 multiplied by 24. And now reduced form will be 2 multiplied by 2 equals to 4x. This 2 will eliminate this 2 and remaining will be x. So 4x minus x equals to 48. And 4x minus x will be 3x. So 3x equals to 48 and x will be 48 by 3. So 16 is the number, and you can prove this result. And this 16 means that let the number be x. This x will be 16. So that is the last question of part B of this paper. Now we come to the, oh sorry, there is one more question, and that is the part B. For example, if 2, 3, 4, 5, A to 7B equals to 31, 155 and 3, find A and B. First of all, we multiply these two. 2 multiplied by A, row multiplied by column. 2 multiplied by A plus 3 multiplied by 7. And place a little gap here. And 2 multiplied by 2, first row, second column. 2 multiplied by 2 plus 3 multiplied by B. Similarly, repeat the process with row number 2. 4 multiplied by A plus 5 multiplied by 7 and 4 multiplied by 2 plus 5 multiplied by B equals to 31, 1, 55 and 3. And after solving this, it will become 2A plus 21, 4 plus 3B, 4A plus 35, 8 plus 5B equals to 31, 1, 55 and 3. Now we equalize the element. This is the first matrix and that is the second matrix. So element of first matrix is 2A plus 21 and first element of second matrix is 31. So it means that 2A plus 21 equals to 31. Now we go to the second element, and that is 4 plus 3B. And what is the second element in the matrix number 2? That is 1. So 4 plus 3B equals to 1. After that, third element of the first matrix is 4A plus 35. And third element of the second matrix is 55. So 4A plus 35 equals to 55. And similarly, fourth element is 8 plus 5B equals to 3. So now we have 4 different equations. Now we can solve A and B through these equations. For example, here you can see that 2A plus 21 equals to 31. We can solve this very easily. It is the case of one variable, so 2A plus 21 equals to 31. Just take this constant to the other side of the equation, and this plus will turn to the minus, and 2A plus equals to 31 minus 21. 2A equals to 10, and 2 will be multiplied here and it will be divided with 10. So A will be 10 by 2, and the A final result is that A is equals to 5. After that, we can solve B through equation number 2. 4 plus 3B equals to 1. So we just take variable to the left side of the equation and constant to the other side of the equation. So 3B equals to 1 minus 4. 3B will be equals to minus 3, and B will be equals to minus 3 by 3, and B will be minus 1. So in this way we can solve A and B. So it is the end of the second part of the paper. Now we come to the C section, in which you are allowed to attempt any 2 questions. All questions carry equal marks. First question is that the profit sharing ratio between A and B is 2:3. So 2:3 will be placed here. The ratio between B and C is 4:7. B and C 4:7. So we place 4 and 7 here. So now we come to the final ratio, and how can we take the final ratio? Just simply multiply this 2 with this 4, result will be 8. After that, 4 multiplied by 3 equals to 12, and after that 7 multiplied by 3. 3 multiplied by 7 is equals to 21. It cannot be reduced further because no same table will goes to all 3. elements 8, 12, and so it is the final ratio 8, 12, and 21. So first of all we take the sum of these ratios, which is 41, and now what is the total profit? 41,000. 41,000 divided by 41 will give us the one part of the profit, and A should has 8 part of the profit, and B should has the 12 parts of the profit, and C should has 21 parts of the profit. So case is very simple, that if we have one part of the profit, we just simply multiply that one part with 8. We can get the A shares of the profit, and that is 8,000. Similarly, 41,000 divided by 41 multiplied by 12 represents the 12 part of the profit, which is associated with the B, and C's part of the profits are 21,000, because C has 21 parts of the profit. So 41,000 divided by 41 multiplied by 21 will produce 21,000. Question number 3, part B. What is the cost of colored Sony TV set which is sold for rupees 9,800 if the percent markup is 40% on cost? It means that TV set is sold for 9,800, and this 9,800 represents the cost of the TV set plus percent markup, that is 40% on cost. So if cost is 100%, what is the markup? Markup, or we can say that profit. Profit is 40%. Profit is always above the cost. So if cost is 100% and this price includes the profit, so it means 100% is associated with the cost and 40% is associated with the profit or markup. So total parts of 9,800s are 140. So if we multiply this 9,800 by 140 and we achieve one part, we just simply multiply by 100 to estimate the cost. So 9,800 divided by 140 multiplied by 100, so 7,000 is the cost of TV set. Question number 4 is that Mr. Y wants to accumulate rupees 60,000 in 8 years. So Mr. Y wants to accumulate. It means he wants to get 60,000 future value in 8 years. So time period is 8 years. He makes equal deposits at the end of each 6 months in an account. Multiple deposits, so it is the case of annuity. At the end of each 6 months, so it is the case of ordinary annuity. The formula for ordinary annuity is R multiplied by 1 plus I raised to power n minus 1 divided by I. The rate of interest is 8% compounded semi-annually. Find the value of each deposit. So first important thing is to get the data. So what is the future value? Future value is 60,000. S or future value, it both have same meaning. So S is 60,000, time period 8 years, but it is the case of semi-annual payment. So 8 years multiplied by 2, there should be 16 payments. Interest rate is 8% annual, but in the case of semi-annual, it will be divided by 2 because there are 2 semi-annual in 1 year. So 8 divided by 2 will produce 4, and we take the fraction of that 4 is equals to 0.04. So what we want to calculate, find the value of each deposit. R is missing here. R represents the installment which we deposit. So after putting the values in the formula, R is 2749.77. B is the sum of three consecutive integers is 13, greater than twice the smallest of the three integers. Find the integers. We will have to make the equation here. The sum of three consecutive integers. For example, first integer is x. Second integer will be x plus 1. And third integer will be x plus 2. So the sum of three integers, which means x plus 1 plus x plus 2 equals to 13. Equals to 13. So first of all, we will have to calculate this. X plus x plus x, 3x and 1 plus 2 equals to 3. So 3x plus 3 equals to 13. This 3 constant will goes to the other side of the equation and it will turn to the minus. So 3x equals to 10 and x will be 10 divided by 3, which will be equal to 3.33. So first integer is x equals to 33. Second integer is because second integer is x plus 1. So 3 plus 33 plus 1 equals to 4.33. And third integer is x plus 2. So 3.33 plus 2 equals to 5.33. So 13 is greater than the twice of the smallest integer. What is the smallest integer? Smallest integer is 3.33 and twice the smallest integer, which means 3.33 multiplied by 2, it will be equals to 6.66. So 13 is greater than the twice of the smallest integer, and twice of the smallest integer is 6.66. So 13 is greater than 6.66. Question number 5, that a calculator has the total cost function is 17x plus 3400 and the revenue function is 34x. There are two questions. That what is the equation of the profit function for the calculator, and the second is that what is the profit on 300 units. So first of all, as we know that profit is always equals to revenue minus cost. So P of x equals to R of x minus C of x. P is representing here the profit, R is representing here the revenue, and C is representing here the cost function. So we just simply put the revenue function, which is 34x, minus cost function is 17x plus 3400. So when we eliminate these braces, it will become 34x minus 17x and minus 3400. So because after eliminating these brackets, sign will be changed. So profit will be 17x minus 3400. So this is the profit function. So now what is the profit on 300 units? So x is simply units. We just place units as 300 and solve the equation. 17 multiplied by 300 minus 3400, and final profit is 1700. So on selling 300 units, profit will be rupees 1700. And in question B of question number 5B part is, if A is 3122, B is 2162 and C is 3321, then show that A multiplied by B plus C is equals to AB plus AC. First of all, we solve this part, B plus C. So B plus C, 2 plus 3, 1 plus 3, 6 plus 2 and 2 plus 1. So B plus C will produce 5483. After that we will multiply A multiplied by B plus C. So A is 3122 and B plus C is 5483. The way that how can we multiply the matrices will be given right now here, and we already calculated in the B part of the paper. Now we once again method is very simple, that first row multiply by first column and first row multiply by second column. Similarly, second row multiply by first column and second row multiply by second column. So 3 multiply by 5 plus 1 multiply by 8, 3 multiply by 4 plus 1 multiply by 3. After that 2 multiply by 2 multiply by 5 plus 2 multiply by 8. Similarly, 2 multiply by 4 plus 2 multiply by 3 here. So after solving this, A multiplied by B plus C is 23, 15, 26 and 14. So we have calculated yet one part of the question. Now we calculate AB first. After that we will calculate AC, and we will add up these both results, AB plus AC, and then we will see that either it is equal or not. So first of all, A multiply by B. First row first column, first row second column, second row first column and second row second column. So 3 multiplied by 2 plus 1 multiplied by 6, 3 multiplied by 1 plus 1 multiplied by 2. After that 2 multiplied by 2 plus 2 multiplied by 6, 2 multiplied by 1 plus 2 multiplied by 2 here, and result is 12, 5, 16 and 6. Similarly, we will calculate A multiplied by C, and result will be 11, 10, 10 and 8. Now we will add up these two matrices AB and AC. 12 plus 11, 5 plus 10, 16 plus 10 and 6 plus 8, and the result is 23, 15, 26 and 14. So what is the result here? 23, 15, 26, 14. So it is the same result as we produced here. So we can say that A multiplied by B plus C equals to AB plus AC. So that is the last question which we solve here, and after that we will come again with the paper 2012, and we will see that how can we calculate that paper. Thank you.